Hello and welcome to another video. So today I am going to tell you a story about Black Beauty. That was a horse. So let's begin. So once upon a time there was a horse called Black Beauty. The Black Beauty horse was a very beautiful and a fully black horse. She was one of the most beautiful horses that people have ever seen. Always the same people said this. So one day Black Beauty's owner fell very sick. Not the owner, sorry, but his wife fell very sick, and now Black Beauty's owner did not have enough money and he had no other way but to sell his horse Black Beauty. Black Beauty, he was very dreaded by the news, but he knew that his master had done the right thing to save his wife, because his master knew that Black Beauty or himself wasn't very important to him, but his wife was very much important to him. So he thought that his master took the right decision, and then his master sold him in the horse fair. And so it had been 3 years since Black Beauty had been sold, and after that Black Beauty, he did not live a pretty happy life like he did with his old master, who had him as his own personal horse. So after this, his Black Beauty lived off like a street horse who carried carriages. His Black Beauty did not like this style of life, because he was always in a beautiful area with an open field and always ran around that field. But in London, he did not have that opportunity, so he hated it, and sometimes he would become very angry, and sometimes he would also kick his partner next to him, who would carry the carriage by himself. And alas, the new owners had no other choice but to sell him in a horse fair. After the 4th horse fair of that year, now Black Beauty was sold to a beautiful old person like his old master, and he also cared for him very much, even though he made him work a little bit harder. But he also loved this style of lavish life, because he had an open field as he liked it. This field was even bigger. He could not even run to the other part of that field. Once he had to sleep in the middle of the field, and that he liked very much, because the field was cool and there was always very much air flowing through. But he also had to carry some carriages, and so his new master was a cabman. And so after a long day, on the final customer made Black Beauty's new master wait for so long that in that cold he caught a very nasty cold, and he had nothing else to do but to sell Black Beauty, because now he was almost paralyzed from that cold, and back then colds were very much dangerous, unlike now. And so this is the end of our video and story about Black Beauty's his new owner. And so after this, his Black Beauty was sold on the next year's horse fair, and there, after being sold to another owner, he did not live a very prideful and a very expensive lavish life. He lived a very poor man's horse life. So this is the end of our video. So tata and goodbye. See you tomorrow again.